Hello everyone. It's Easy Chemics and welcome to this session. In this session, I'll be talking about a student who got into ISER Kolkata for his 2 months summer internship. So he's in the second year right now. So I won't say anything more. So he will be telling everything, the details, everything. How did he get into that? How did he wrote everything? Every process he will be telling you. So here he is. So please give me your introduction first, and then I will be moving forward.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rakesh Samantarai. I am currently pursuing BSc second year chemistry honors at University, Odisha. And recently, I was selected by Indian Academy of Sciences for a national fellowship at ISER Kolkata. And it's basically a 2-month fellowship in the month of May and June. And IAS is a very prestigious institution. It is known for providing fellowships all over the nation. And although the selection ratio was very less, so the chances of selection were very less, obviously. But while applying, I had to give my 10th and 12th scorecards along with my recent semester's SGPA scorecard. But since the problem was that since I had only the scorecard of one semester, only my first semester, because I was in third semester, and my second sem scorecard wasn't available as due to the lockdown. So I only had to give one semester's mark sheet, and along with that, I had to write a research write-up that was roughly about 150 to 200 words, and it will be based specifically on the particular area of your interest, which in my case was bioinorganic chemistry. And a few details you have to fill, like general details, your name and your details of your residence, and along with that your correspondence address. And they will be giving you two options. One is for industrial institutions fellowship, and another is for educational institutions fellowship. For educational institutions, you will be getting options of all the variety of institutions, like we have IITs, NITs, and we have ISERs, we have central universities, and all such like that. And for industrial internships, basically they will be industrial oriented. They will be teaching you industrial research, more oriented towards industrial research, like BARC, DRDO, and all these will be included under your
The industry one,
industrial.
right? Yeah. Okay.
That's all.
Okay. So that was the basic thing that you told us that you got into in these way, and these are the basic details. So now I'll be asking some questions from the depth. First question,
Okay.
like most of the students, even I, whenever I was in my graduation, I didn't know about that. Simple. So how did you know about that? Like for the first time?
So first time I came to know about it when I was in my first year of graduation.
Yeah.
I was since we all know that in BSc degree we don't get that much exposure during our undergraduate time. So I wanted to grab some opportunities for some kind of internships and all. So while I was surfing on the internet about some prestigious internships available during the course of BSc, so I came upon this IAS fellowships. So there was the beginning. I started to gain more information about it. So that's where I came to know that it's available for BSc second year undergraduates. So from that time, I already had in my mind that I was going to apply for this bioinorganic chemistry. And yes, the selection ratio is very less, but then I wanted to try it just once.
So from when it is going to start? Like you said, in the month of May, and it's two
Yes.
months of like its program.
Yes.
Okay. So in this two-month program, you selected bioinorganic chemistry. So the question will be like this: like even in my mind and even most of the students' mind, this question comes like, how did you write that research write-up? I mean, how did you? Like, did you take any help from a professor, or like you did write? Because I know if anybody wants to apply, that should be the like main thing to
Yes,
get
sir.
into like, yeah,
That's
any institution, even for PhD, even for PhD in abroad, even anything. So if you did it in your second year graduation, so you have something different from others. What you included in that section, if you want to share?
So that although I didn't have much idea about that those research write-ups and all, but one thing which I had in my mind was I should write whatever my particular area of interest is, and what I should present it in such a manner that it should be simple, and at the same time it should be precise. So I didn't use much complicated words. I used very simple language, and whatever I had learned in bioinorganic chemistry that was related to my interest, like I mentioned about some enzymes, bioenzymes, biocatalysts like carboxypeptidases and carbonic anhydrase enzymes. I mentioned about those blue copper proteins and whatever we usually learn in our BSc syllabus. I mentioned that, but it was in a simple language. So basically, yes, it was true that one of our professors, he helped me, but he didn't edit that research write-up, because he helped me just in the sense that he gave me a good recommendation. A recommendation letter is to be required for applying for the final stage of IS fellowship. So he just gave that recommendation letter, but the turning point was that he didn't have time to edit that research write-up, although I sent it to him. So after that, my confidence even dropped down, because that was something raw, that hadn't been edited by anyone. That was something which I had wrote out just randomly, whatever in my mind,
Okay.
just put to simple words, and I gave the
Yes,
research
whatever
write.
you are feeling, whatever you are, because you love that subject. The most
Yes,
important
sir.
thing, you love that topic. And
Yes, sir.
like, is there any word limit that you have to like consider?
Sir,
Any
there
word
was a
limit?
word limit of 150 to 200 words.
200 words only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's amazing. Like within 200 words, you wrote it, and then basically you wrote it and you just checked it from your professor. Like everybody will do that, nothing to it. But yeah, you did.
But that
Yeah,
was that he didn't have time to edit it.
okay, you didn't have the time to edit it. But yeah, at the end of the day, you got the result, right? Okay,
Yes,
so
sir. So basically, I started with what my research interest is. Like I wrote my research area of interest is bioinorganic chemistry.
mm,
Then I wrote the reason why I want to get this fellowship. I mentioned that theoretical study doesn't provide us much practical approach. Yes, it provides us much information, much useful information. But then at the end of the day, we are not exposed to that level for a practical approach, especially at the undergraduate level. So this internship would provide me to completely change my approach towards the practical approach of my interest. And after that, I wrote about specifically some transportation of ions within the body, like sodium bicarbonate and ions bicarbonate carbonate buffer systems within the body. Then I came to some blue copper proteins, like we have azurin,
that's
and
good.
then I came to some enzymes. I mentioned all of the things that I wanted to know practically from them.
Okay.
So then I came to some enzymes and their uses, like carboxypeptidase, carbonic anhydrase enzymes. And basically, that's what. And then I further mentioned I would also like to know about heme and non-heme iron proteins. So basically, this was it. I didn't use much complicated things.
Okay, so now, yeah, it's fine. So you got into either Kolkata. So is there like anything that you applied for either Kolkata or they selected you in either Kolkata from either Kolkata? Like
There
you
is
have a
no
lot of
option of
institutions, right? IITs, either a lot of institutions. So how and where you are going to be selected? Who will decide that? You or the administration?
sir. Previously, they had that priority options, just like while
Okay.
setting in JAM counseling, they give a priority order of institutions.
Mhm.
Previously, they had that system, but now that system is not there.
Mhm.
Now it completely depends upon Indian Academy of Sciences, that is IS, that where they are going to give you the fellowship. So it all depends upon them. So now students are not allowed to select the priority order. So basically, this is selected by IAS only. So I hadn't personally applied to IISER Kolkata. They allotted me IISER Kolkata for my 2 months fellowship.
Okay, 2 months fellowship program. Very good. So finally, whenever you applied, you told me you just send them your 11, 10, 12 mark sheets. That means they are looking at your marks as well. Then your first
Yeah.
semester marks, then your write-up,
Yes.
business write-up, and the reason why you are interested in that. So what do you think that how many marks you had a lot of marks? I'm not asking you how many marks you got, but how many marks like any student should have so that the chances
Uh,
to get into that increases.
So the fact is that till now there had been many exceptions relating to SGPA marks, because many a times it also happens that maybe students with very good SGPA, they don't have that level of write-up, so they don't get selected.
Okay.
It has happened in the past also, and maybe many a times students with not that much good SGPA, they also get selected on the basis of write-up. So
Hmm.
I think
Write-up is most
rather than
important.
write-up is important, but at the same time, I think having a consistent academic record also boosts up your chances. It's true, it can't be ruled out. The fact can't be ruled out. Yes, having a consistent academic record really helps, but that doesn't mean that if a student has by some means, if a student has less SGPA, he or she student apply. That doesn't mean like that. If many times they are so much impressed by the write-up that they also select students. And one thing more confusion which I had in my mind was that since I am from a state university, a state government university, so there will be many students who will be applying there, like students from IITs, NITs, many prestigious institutions that are rated more highly in comparison to the state university. So one thing confusion which I had initially was that why will they give more priority to my write-up? Initially, they would be giving the priority more to those students because they are the top level institutions, obviously. So, but after the list came out, I was completely amazed, and this fact was proved wrong, because what I saw was that the students were evenly distributed from all sides, not only central universities but many state universities, from IISERs, from IITs as well. But equal distribution was there.
Okay, it's awesome. That means marks is not the matter of fact. Like the main thing is your interest, the reason why you
Main,
want to join, and your research write-up. What you in which topic you're interested and why you are interested in that. That is the most important thing. Awesome.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Now my question will be like, how much fellowship they will be providing you in this 2 months program?
So although it varies from institution to institution, but what I saw was that the range was something where between 10,000 to 12,000.
10 to 12,000. Along with the like residence or like exclude that one.
Yeah, providing everything. They will be providing the travel cost. They will be giving the lodging cost and food expenses. Everything else they will be providing.
Okay, and along with that, they will be providing you 10 plus 10 or 12K scholarship per month. Okay, for 2 months.
Fellowship.
Okay, scholarship is not the matter of fact. If they are allowing you to get into their institutions for 2 months. So you are from a state university and you did it. You are not from any IIT, you are not from any NITs, you are not from any central universities. You are just a normal state universities. So it's amazing. It's very good. So now most of the students who are from state universities, what do you want to say to them? Like who are thinking to join these kinds of fellowships, and what will be the month of like what of the process? Can you, if you want to share, then they will be very helpful.
Yeah. So the main thing which I would want to say that the main thing is that it doesn't matter whichever university you are studying, doesn't matter whichever institution you are studying, be it it can be a top level, it cannot be a top level institution also. But the main thing that matters is how much interest you have in that subject and how much you know about the subject in depth. So main thing while writing the research write-up will be the depth about your subject, why you love that subject, and how much information you have been able to gain about that subject. Because chemistry is the same. Chemistry is not different at any state university, or be it IITs, be it NITs. Chemistry is the same. At the end of the day, people are also selected from many state universities as well.
Even
Obviously, they
most
are
of
top
the
level.
students are selected from these universities. Even
Yeah,
yeah.
obviously they are top
Uh,
institutions, but then at the end of the day, your interests do matter.
mhm. Okay, fine. So now, can you share like in which month you have to apply for the
Uh,
fellowship program? Yeah,
so
and how you have to
basically,
apply?
in the last week of August, as far as I remember,
Mhm.
there the portal opened in the last month of August, and till September 10th, they I think the portal had closed. From second or third week of August, it usually opens. The portal usually opens, and you have to apply by 10th of September. So you will find all the updates on the website of Indian Academy of Sciences. They regularly keep updating all those details, and we have to regularly check those websites, and accordingly we'll all know the information when to apply, what to do.
Okay, fine, very good. So it's amazing, and like they you applied for that institutions whenever you were in the first year or you were in the second year, because the
I
time
applied
is very
when I
important.
was in third semester,
Third semester. I mean, in the second year, initial second year, right? And in the
initial
fourth
second.
semester, you are going to, after fourth semester, you are going to get the fellowship. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, okay. That means you have to apply for that whenever you're in the second year, not the first year, not the third student. A first year student
Mm.
or a second student are not allowed to do that, right?
No, for IAS fellowships, in the means in the eligibility criteria only, they have mentioned that it's mainly for BSc second year students.
Basic second student. Okay.
One thing which I would like to add there is that you try to keep it as simple as possible, but at the same time, it should be precise and it should be informative as well.
Informative.
So
And
being
that
precise,
might like expose your interest in science, interest in
yeah,
corresponding subjects. Yeah.
yeah, many times what happens that since it is 150 to 200 words, so many people I've seen many students what they do is that they usually use very complicated words and that are usually used in some research write-ups and usually used by PhD students in research write-ups and all. So they use some complicated words and many a times I see that the selection chances usually drop down. So basically this fellowship is mainly the main motive of this fellowship is only to provide you exposure because you are not having any kind of exposure before applying here. So they just want to test you at a basic level. They don't need those complicated words and those complicated things. They just want to test the love of your for your subject. That's the main thing.
Okay, awesome. Good. So I think I have asked you all the basic questions and all the confusions that student might have. Thanks for sharing your like experience, and you will be and
Thank
best of luck for your May June 2 months, right? 2 months fellowship program, and do it very well. And I think that would help you in the future whenever you will be doing your PhD, like things that
you. Yes.
that will give you exposure on your subject. You have done your project, or you have done your fellowship program like that from prestigious institutions, and Isaac Kolkata, it might is the like one of the best institution. Even I can say it's like top level IITs. You can compare, you
Yes.
cannot compare this with low or like new IITs, but it is comparable with the top level IITs, IIT Bombay, Kanpur, like that. And this basically this is for science only. So amazing, it's amazing. Best of luck
Thank you, sir.
and very, very good luck for all. Very, very good luck. Okay. Yeah. And thanks for sharing your these ideas, these information to other students. Okay. Thanks to you.